Welcome back. I'm Nato, and this is another chapter of Cross Cultural Channel. Today we're gonna watch 5 times that Jaishankar shut down foreigner reporters. So let's go for it.
We still Saad from Geo TV Pakistan. If you'd like to entertain my question also. The world is not stupid. You're not going to confuse anybody anymore. So I hope through your channel that message goes. I really don't see the basis for your question.
In your response, you said, quote, it is
I
hypocrisy.
thought you were supposed to ask me a question.
A ver, let's see. Blasted.
Recently Saad from Geo TV Pakistan. If you would like to entertain my question also. Okay. How about pollution? First of all, India and Pakistan have been accusing each other about terrorism. And Rabbani, as you said, yesterday, she brought up here. Could you come to the question? My question is, how long South Asia is going to see this terrorism and disseminating from New Delhi, Kabul, and Pakistan? How long they are going to be at war? Number one, and second, and how about the UN Security Council resolutions on Kashmir? Does India abide by it or not? Uh, the, you know, you're asking the wrong minister when you say how long will we do this, because it is the ministers of Pakistan who will tell you how long Pakistan intends to practice terrorism. So look, uh, this, you know, at the end of the day, the world is not stupid. The world is not forgetful, uh, and the world does increasingly call out countries and organizations and people who indulge in terrorism. And by taking that debate elsewhere, you're not going to hide it. You're not going to confuse anybody anymore. People have figured it out. So my advice is, please clean up your act. Please try to be a good neighbor. Please try and contribute to what the rest of the world is trying to do today, which is economic growth, progress, development. So I hope through your channel that message goes through.
He's always super sharp and super direct.
India has extended the import of Russian oil. It is a totally opposite position of the European sanction. Will you change your attitude during the G20 presidency?
First, we need to establish the facts very clearly. The European Union, between February 24th and 17th November, has imported more fossil fuel from Russia than the next 10 countries combined. Just as I were to give you an India comparison, the oil import in European Union is like 6 times what India has imported. Gas is infinity times because we don't import, whereas European Union has imported $50 billion worth, 50 billion euros worth. Even coal imports from Russia by European Union, I'm not singling any particular country, is 50% more than India's. So the remark that you made that this is the way the European Union is going, and this is the way India is going, I would very respectfully suggest maybe European Union is actually doing something very much more than India is doing it.
Double measure. Like, he's always super clever how to show with facts and with real numbers about the double measure in between judging, for example, his decisions or India decisions than European Union decisions. I liked so much that he have everything super clear.
Mr. Borrell is not here today, not here now, but he was in the meeting, and he told the Financial Times before the meeting that the EU should be putting sanctions on refined oil products from India using Russian oil.
You're right. Mr. Borrell is not with us now, but I really don't see the basis for your question because my understanding of the council regulations is that if Russian crude is substantially transformed in a third country, then it's not treated as Russian anymore. I would urge you to look at Council Regulation 833/2013.
Again, he's going directly with the laws, with the numbers, with facts, with like specific facts.
I actually want to follow up with something you said at an India Today event a while ago. You were asked about India's downgrading in Freedom House and BDEM and other democracy scores. And the journalist asked you, quote, how do you see this play itself out in terms of how India is being perceived by the world and these new reports? In your response, you said, quote, it is hypocrisy.
I thought you were supposed to ask me a question.
I am asking you a question. It is hypocrisy. We have a self-appointed custodians of the world who find it difficult to stomach that someone in India is not looking for their approval, is not willing to play the game they want to play. That doesn't actually answer the journalist's question. So I want to ask you again, are you concerned that perceived democratic backsliding in India is going to undermine its efforts to become a rising power in the world?
I think it answers the question if you would be objective enough to understand it. I think it says very clearly that the people who are writing these reports have a strong bias. Often they distort facts. There are, many of these reports are actually riddled with inaccuracy. So I put it to you, there's an ideological agenda out there. I don't know why that's hard to understand.
Bang.
I just wanted to follow up, Minister, with a quick clarification. You're saying you have no evidence. This is related to the Canadian story, which I'm sure you're sick of speaking about. Have the Canadians, there's been reporting that there have been progressive visits from the Canadians to India, including in August. You're saying that you've never familiarized yourself with the documents that were, or no documents have been provided to you by the Canadians that purport to show evidence that Indian officials in Canada were aware of this attack. You have not seen
Let me
these
understand
intercepted.
that. Are you saying the Canadians gave us documents?
I'm asking you if the Canadians gave you the intercepted documents.
No, look,
Indian diplomatic
I
communication.
have said that if somebody gives us specific or relevant information, we're prepared to look at it.
So you have not received those intercepted communications from
If
the
I
Canadians?
had, would I not be looking at it?
I'm asking you for a yes or no.
I think he's
That's-
given us the answer.
And then the other question I was going to ask.
No, I'm not answering a second.
Oh,
Bam. This person is all the time super sharp and super clever to can just like skip these uncomfortable situations and also to shut down, but with real facts. Is not like inventing things or creating new stories. He's just like going super sharp and pointed to the facts, to numbers, to cifras. Like that's super good. Like he can defend himself so good. So well, let me know what you think about all of this in the comments below. Remember to subscribe and see you later in another chapter of Cross Cultural Channel. Ciao.